Well, if you tuned into Raw tonight, then you already know. Wrestling is officially dead, thanks to John Cena. Hey, welcome to the 1-2 Ooh. I'm 8-Bit Mike, coming off an interesting Monday Night Raw tonight. Starting off, as most of them do, with everybody walking into the building, and then you get that nice cool cam shot from above from the drone. John Cena's music hits, and man, this crowd turns it on for John Cena. The boos were insane, singing John Cena sucks throughout the whole stadium. Never did I think we would live to see the day where we're hearing crowds sing John Cena sucks in the at the end of his career, but wrestling's a crazy place, and here we are, man. This has gone over better than I thought it would. When they initially turned John Cena, I wasn't sure. I just didn't know what it was going to be like, if it was going to be any good, and I gotta say, John Cena's killing it, man. The heat he brings, and there's this energy about John Cena's promos right now that I can tell, like, he's really into the role that he's playing, and he just has so much emotion, the expression that he brings. So this promo tonight, once again, talking about how he blames the crowd, how he hates us for, the abuse that we've given him for 25 years. And then I think ultimately hitting probably my favorite spot when he goes into talking about his greatest invention, the spinner belt, which I love it. I love it. He gave us a toy, but the title belt shouldn't be a toy, right? And then John Cena, he finds a way to take, this moment with the crowd and play on them and make it seem like everything he's doing is him just toying with us. And he's always just toyed with us, getting the what's from everybody. I think this promo from start to finish, it was so good, bringing up the kid from last week. And I know I'm a bit out of order with it here, but man, I'm coming off of just watching it right now, and I really, really enjoy the work John Cena's getting to do while going on this retirement tour. I'm almost excited for him, man. I really love this version of John Cena. Now, that being said, I'm a sucker for a heel, so I think it's so cool because it was on. I didn't expect them to turn John Cena heel. Not until it happened. I kept thinking, what are they gonna do? What's the different angle? What is The Rock gonna do? But John Cena turns. Here we are. Now you got this cut promo tonight, and he gets to the end of it, and John Cena starts talking about how he's going to destroy wrestling for everyone, the fans, the wrestlers in the back. And then he says he's going to win the title, and he's taking it home, and then we will be left with toys. And of course, you get to the end of this here, and boom, Cody's music hits. Cody Rhodes to the ring, baby. Coming out, crowd's going nuts, obviously, and Cody gets in there, and he does, what I expect him to do, the baby face, how dare you say that to the crowd, that's your mistake, let's go now, which has been Cody's thing. And John Cena and Cody are facing off, and, John's got that little lean to him, and that he's arching up, ready to go, breathing on the knuckles, getting ready, and he walks out of the ring. And you have Cody just screaming to him, and John is just leaving the building. I gotta tell you, I'm loving it. I'm loving every second of this. I think the way they're building it, him and Cody together, it's been really good. And I really can't wait for it to get physical, though, because I have a feeling we're going to see a different John, and that's my hopes. We haven't had a lot of really great heels for Cody to take on during his title run, so having someone like a John Cena, and if they can have John Cena be an absolute killer, I think it's going to make for a great match, and I could see this ending in a multitude of ways. So I still am not 100%. I'm leaning towards John Cena dethroning Cody, but I also see the world where Cody could win. I see the stories on both sides, but if I had to pick right now, I'm gonna go John Cena, and I just think so far the build has been really good. Only thing I would have changed is I would have liked this to start sooner after Elimination Chamber, but I can't complain with what we're getting. So really enjoyed it. Right after this, you have the Usos music hit. Jey Uso coming to the ring to take on A-Town Down Under, and we were wondering who the mystery partner was. Of course, it's going to be Jimmy Uso. So kind of cool to get to see the Usos back together. Jumped in there. Match was fine. I thought pretty good across the board. A-Town Down Under typically puts on pretty good matches, and you know what you're going to get with the Usos. You know the typical spots, and I thought overall it was pretty good. The excitement really started. Usos get the win, and of course you're waiting there. Gunther comes in, attacks Jey again. Him and Jey are going back and forth. Jey has a weird spot where he kind of slips coming out of the corner, and Gunther jumps all over him. Jimmy comes in with the steel chair for the save. It's an awkward moment, kind of, Gunther's out staring up at the Usos. Jimmy's there. Like, Jey seems to not have very much fight in him at this point, which is kind of, you've seen this part with Jey where he just seems to be doubting himself, and I think that's the story like we're pushing here. Gunther's laughing. Gunther heads to the back. Overall, good match, good spot. My only issue with all of this is Gunther promised Jey 10 weeks of pure hell. I gotta say, I really feel like week 1 was the worst. And now we've kind of been in this spot where, like, each week Gunther's doing something very similar to Jey, and Jey knows it's coming. So we've kind of had these not so violent spots towards Jey the last couple weeks. Like, I'm hoping it gets turned up a little bit, because I think a match like this, especially Jey and Gunther going at it one more time, WrestleMania, I'd like there to be a more physical build. Like, they could probably let Gunther, throw him a couple more real good beatings right before it. Really set that stage and that story up of, like, no matter what Jey does, he can't get the upper hand on Gunther, and Gunther keeps getting him and choking him out each week. And I think they need to get back to some of that and really build that angle. But overall, like, I'll take it because the match was pretty good. Anytime you can see Jey Uso, anytime we can yeet it up, we're going to go ahead and do that. So it was fine, and I do want to see some more from it, but we'll move on from there. And right after this, we jumped into the Lyra and Raquel match for the belt. Lyra is so good. And I like that they're featuring this title. I think it's important that they're putting the Women's Intercontinental Championship on TV. I'm glad to see it being defended, where before it was like Lyra was getting put in these weird matches that really didn't defend the belt. And I was like, well, what's going on with the title? And if she did defend the title, it was just against Dakota Kai on repeat. So I'm happy to see someone else come out and get a shot against it. What I'm not happy about is that they picked Raquel. And, Raquel and Liv winning the tag titles, I want to see them just push the tag team titles. I think you have a great tag team in Liv and Raquel. Push the belts. Let's see the women's tag titles get defended. We have some talent in the back that could be shown in this division. We have some opportunity, even if you wanted to do some fun matches by mixing up some other, single stars and putting them on teams to go against Liv and Raquel. And I think it'd be great. I don't need to see a match where, like, I know Raquel's not winning this match. They're not putting 2 titles on Raquel. It's not going to happen. We knew it. And, the finish here with the quick roll up from Lyra, it was all right. But the match overall was good. I think Lyra's just such a good worker, and I can't wait to see what she continues to become. And I think she's a great champion. I just want to see them mix it up, put her against some folks who actually have a chance to win it. I want to see this belt more prominent on TV, but I'm happy it was on. So I'm definitely excited for that. I'm not going to complain that Raw gave me a Women's Intercontinental Championship match. I love it, so I'll take it. Right after this, you get the spot in the back with Jimmy and Jey talking back and forth. This blew my mind. Jimmy walking away from Jey, going to confront Gunther. challenging Gunther to a match next week, which I think is going to be a great match, but more importantly, slapping Gunther in the face. I'm like, when this connected and Gunther, I think even Gunther was just as shocked as I was, because I didn't expect that from Jimmy. I didn't expect him to smack Gunther like that. I'm excited for this match next week. I think Jimmy has been doing really good work, probably a little quietly in the fact that like doesn't get all the recognition he deserves. Like, people know Jimmy, but like, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a good match all around. Jimmy's had some good in ring work. Has been good on the mic. Like, I'm excited to see him versus Gunther. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it'll be exciting, and I'm hoping out of this match something bigger happens with Jey Uso and Gunther, and I'm hoping Gunther gets the upper hand there a little more. Big fan of Gunther. Just really like the work that's going on here, and man, I mean, that slap in the face though. Good luck, Jimmy. Good luck, because if you know anything about Gunther, he's all about that respect, and there wasn't a lot of respect on that slap. So, shortly after this, we come out. We got the Dragon Lee match versus El Grande Americana. I thought this was a pretty funny build for the Chad Gable luchador character. I liked the entire video they put together. I have to say, like, there's times where like I pause and you take a look at a guy like Chad Gable and man, we're lucky. Like, this is a real athlete he does all the bits, right? He can do serious drama, but the fact that he's willing to be comedic relief on the show, dude, I love Chad Gable. He reminds me, obviously you make those comparisons to the Kurt Angle character and everything like that, who, again, Kurt Angle, one of those guys that could just beat you down easily, willing to make a fool of himself, willing to do the part in order to drive the business, and you have to have nothing but absolute respect for that. And I thought, and of course, like, the second part with Chad Gable too is every match this guy has is just great. Like, I haven't really seen too many Chad Gable matches where I was disappointed in what I saw. I always enjoy it, and this was no different. I really enjoyed this. I even thought the finish here with Dragon Lee getting unmasked and stuff, and El Grande Americano coming away with the win. It was really fun, and I thought you saw some cool spots within the match, and I'm never going to be mad at getting to see a Chad Gable match. I really enjoyed it. I'm a little bit, I don't know about him feuding with the luchadors. I don't know where this has really come from. Like, they've kind of done some weird stuff with Chad throughout the year, but I'm willing to let it play out because it's making me laugh and it's entertaining me, and that's honestly all I care about. And then after this, you get, obviously one of the big dogs coming out, CM Punk, to talk up and really push the triple threat match between him, Seth Rollins, and our big dog, our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And I thought overall, CM Punk does what CM Punk does. This promo was really good. He does a nice job at instilling this, like, I always feel like something's up with CM Punk, especially with Paul Heyman in this match, and the hints that he keeps dropping that maybe Paul Heyman's not with Roman. And I thought a couple things were real interesting when Roman Reigns made the decision to attack CM Punk in that cell inside the cage. I was surprised that Paul the next week kind of came out and talked about Roman Reigns Day and talked down CM Punk, and there was really no mention of what had happened, because the one promise that was always made to Paul is they would not touch Punk. And now Roman Reigns himself, it's not just like members of the bloodline did it. Roman Reigns put his hands on Punk. And that, to me, is what leads to all of the questions. It's what makes me think something is up here. And I know Punk has the favor, and I thought for sure the favor was going to have something to do with getting this match to happen at WrestleMania, like make it a triple threat or something. And when the triple threat got made on its own with no favor being called in, that really, it leaves me really perplexed. I know there's a lot of speculation to it. The favor's going to be, hey, put Paul Heyman in my corner instead of Roman's. I don't know if that's the favor either. I feel like there's something else here, and it may not even happen at WrestleMania. I wonder if WrestleMania is the catalyst that leads to him using the favor to get to SummerSlam or do something at SummerSlam with maybe Roman Reigns. I just feel like the favor has to be bigger than Paul Heyman going to his corner. I mean, Paul Heyman in your corner is a huge thing. Like, Paul Heyman's one of the best, and that would definitely get in Roman Reigns' head, and I think it would give CM Punk a massive upper hand in this match. I don't think there's any world where Seth Rollins wins the match, but I love me some Seth Rollins, and the guy is always doing business. So I think this match is going to be incredible. I love the triangle of stories they've really built in here, and there's so much emotion, and CM Punk is just so good on the microphone. Like, I would let him be in my promotion and not even wrestle, just have him talk. He's so good. He can sell you anything, and I'm excited for I mean, this match is going to be huge as it is. You get Reigns, you get Punk, you get Rollins, you put them in a triple threat. They're going to give you an incredible match that's going to tell a great story. I would assume this is going to headline night one, but it's going to be interesting to see. And I'm excited for the match. I was already excited for it. As each week goes by, I get even more excited for it. I can't beat it, so I'm pumped. Then we go into our final match of the night. We have Braun Breaker versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. But more importantly, my man, Dom Mysterio, made the offer to Penta to join the Judgment Day. So clearly, this is like the best day of Penta's life. He's going to get the chance to probably learn underneath Dom, this incredible wrestler, this pure machismo that is Dom. I mean, the man just oozes pure sex appeal, comes out, probably one of the most dominant members of the Judgment Day, dominant champions we've ever had. Bringing Penta into the Judgment Day, I'm sure Penta before this match had to call some friends and family, let them know, hey, it's finally happened. I'm finally going to be in the Judgment Day, and I'm going to win the Intercontinental Championship. Could you ask for more? And of course, we have this match start off. You get Braun coming out. The dogs are barking. You know it's going to be a banger because you got Penta and Braun both in there. Match was really good. I liked all the work all the way through it. And Judgment Day, of course, coming out, interfering, messing around with it, trying to help Penta win this match. And eventually Dom jumping in the ring, interfering, attacking Braun Breaker, leading to the disqualification for Penta. So Penta loses, Braun Breaker wins. Judgment Day is stomping Braun, hitting him with a chair. And then Dom offers Penta the chair. And this is the moment that Penta for sure is going to take this chair and smash Braun Breaker and become a member of the Judgment Day. And no. Throws the chair over to Dom, kicks him in the face, and then our main guy here, Finn Balor, just puts the boots to Penta, hits him with the coup de grace. Nice ending for the night. I like that Finn came off strong a little bit here. Like, this is one thing that I don't know what's been taking the WWE so long to do this, and I wish they would do more of it. Finn Balor is an incredible talent. Finn Balor is a beast, and I don't know why they've turned him into Pin Balor. Like, I think he's one of those guys that could be really sneaky with some of the feuds. I thought if they would have made him stronger there during the Damian feud, it would have been way better, and we probably would have been talking about Damian Priest versus the Demon Finn Balor at WrestleMania here. But instead, that feud went really cold because of just Damian coming out and beating the crap out of all four members of the Judgment Day every week, and them not being able to get the upper hand unless they did something crazy like attacking from behind with weapons. And I don't know, but I was happy to see like Finn looking better here, looking strong. And then an interesting piece here at the end too is I really thought we were going to see Finn flip out a bit on Dom, and that was going to continue to pull that divide, but instead helping him up, kind of making out like, it's okay. I know why you were asking Penta. It makes sense, and moving on from it. So it's going to be interesting to see where that goes. I thought for sure we would be done with the Judgment Day, and more importantly, I thought that this was going to be the end of Finn and Dom. I thought that rift was really going to happen. Makes me wonder, is Finn kind of going to lure Dom into a sense of security and feeling comfortable and then do something? I don't know, but I look forward to it. And I thought that's like a sneaky, quiet story that's going on that could turn into something really good. Because right now, the Judgment Day needs something, and it doesn't appear that it's going to be Malachi Black. So, it'll be interesting. Overall, I thought today's Raw pretty good. I think they're pushing all the right stories, and we're really seeing some growth in the Cena character, which I'm excited for. So, no, really enjoyable. We did have the bit 2. I skipped a bit, but we had the bit 2 with Rhea coming out. I did miss that piece in the middle of the show. Right after the Gunther slap, you had Rhea coming out, and essentially Io came out. She was talking to the general manager about, he's not going to make it a triple threat. Rhea's not going to be in the match. It's not going to happen. You have Io come out. You have Bianca Belair come out. And then ultimately, following that up, you have Rhea coming out. They're pushing, doing the whole shoving thing of each other. Rhea's demanding a rematch. She wants her match with Io. Io wants her to have the match. Like, Bianca's saying, no, you're going to wait 3 weeks and face me. What essentially ends up happening when we come out of this, Rhea's going to be facing Io next week for the Women's World title. That's going to be the rematch, and the winner of that's going to go on to face Bianca. So my assumption is we're going to get to that match. We're going to have something screwy happen that will then lead to the triple threat match that we're all expecting. So I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. But again, like, how can you go wrong here? This is going to be such a good match at WrestleMania between Rhea, between Io and Bianca. I think it's gonna be an absolute killer. So appreciate everyone for sticking around and going through the show. Apologize for going out of order of the matches there. That's gonna happen. I like to go with things where my head's at and talk through it the way I want to talk through it. So it's never going to be perfect. But I appreciate everyone tuning in again. Like, subscribe. I really appreciate every like or subscription I get. It really helps me grow this channel. I want to do a lot more videos, but obviously that's not possible without the likes and the subscriptions and things like that. So please go ahead and like and subscribe to the video. I will be attempting to post a couple videos a week, every single week, talking about wrestling, doing different things. But yeah, if you like what you're listening to, go ahead, like, subscribe. 1, 2, ooh, I'm 8-Bit Mike.